I'm going up.
No, I'm going down first.
I'll only be a minute.
I don't care. I'm going down first.
I'll only be a second.
I said no. You're right. You're going down.
Okay, I'm going to start you off with some basic punching, okay? Infighting, power infighting, explosive infighting, from the ground up. We'll get very, very advanced as we go along. Power punching from very, very, very close, phone booth power, I call it in my book. It all derives from the muscle mass that we have. We have huge muscles that many of us do not use. Most karate people will only punch thusly, okay? You have traditional karate, and you have this power infighting that this whole video is going to be about. This is Bill Bachnick, one of my go-downs, 5th degree black belt. What I want to do with Bill is take a little bit of time here to show you the muscle mass that I'm talking about. You see, when you're talking about hitting from a very, very tight, closed position, and let's face it, when reality occurs, when there's an attack, most of the time it becomes very, very, very close. So if you cannot hit from this very, very close position, you could be in trouble, okay? That's what we're going to talk about right now. How in the world can you hit with devastating, explosive, stopping power from a very, very tight position? Most of us will want to wind up, okay? I've already explained that this is not sparring, this is not for a tournament, although you could use some of this stuff in the tournament. Hope the referee doesn't throw you out when you get through with it here. Okay, what I'm going to do with Bill, why don't you face... Okay, now, I'm going to take Bill, and I'm going to use Bill as a chop, as a muscle chop, okay? And I want to try to explain as quickly as I can the body mechanics of power punching, okay, or explosive infighting technique, all right? So, Bill, why don't you get into your somewhat of a stance. This is a stance that I'm putting Bill in now, but as we move along, I'm going to be downplaying the stance position. This is an aggressive position. You don't walk around the streets this way. When I get through with you after this lesson, hopefully you're going to be able to explode from just standing here as if you were waiting for a bus or something. From this position, okay, I'm going to keep your hands in this lesson pretty tight to your body, okay? It's my belief, after all these years, that if your hands are too far away from your body, you're going to be pretty much handcuffed. You're going to be pretty much locked in. So we want to explode from the inside out, from the inside out. So I've got Bill's hands in here pretty close. The muscles that we're talking about are not this bicep and the forearm, okay? This movement here, okay? As a matter of fact, the arm will never actually extend. We're going to stay right in this position here almost. It's going to almost appear to be a fused position, almost like the joints are fused. We're talking about the large deltoid here, the shoulder, okay? I'm going to turn you around a little bit here, Bill. Okay, I want you to take a look at this now. This is the latissimus muscle here, all right, which you have, probably bigger than Bill's. Your deltoid here, your trapezius muscle, which is back here, it's kind of a triangular muscle that comes in here, okay? Your glutes, okay? The femoris muscles here, your hamstrings, your gastrocnemius, your calf, all the way down to the Achilles tendon down here. Now, when you start working this, okay, now this is from the ground floor up, all right? When you start working this particular punch, or the punching techniques, we're going to take this fist, we're going to be working open hand techniques in a minute here, and taking it through the same pathway. As Bill starts this torque, okay, I'll be doing it for you in a second here. You start this, start your torque here, Bill. Start moving here. This is turning from down and through here. The foot is turning a little bit. This right cheek is turning. The lats are moving down. And right about here comes impact. Right here. Now, please notice that this particular arm never extends. Okay, that's where you get into trouble when you start extending. All right? Then it becomes a pushing sort of a punch. There's no explosion. There's no shock wave that penetrates the body when impact, when you hit. Okay? So right here, if we were to take a picture of Bill right now, this is how he would look. Maybe that looks strange to you. Okay? But in power punching, in infighting, explosive infighting, this is where the punch takes place. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the elbow. When the elbow comes through, the elbow will completely disappear. I'm going to turn around in a minute, and hopefully it'll disappear on you. And we'll just rock this back and forth this way, and this is where the punch will hit from here. Okay, now stop right there, Bill. Right now, all of this is down. So when this hits, there's an explosion, hopefully. Okay, it hits extremely, extremely hard. Okay? Okay, Bill, thanks. Now, let me see if I can go through this very, very, very quickly. I'm going to go on the bag here in a minute, okay? So from this position, from just a normal position, okay, you should be able to hit, all right? Now, from here, once again, very, very quickly, the hands stay in this position. How do you do that? Where do we find where our hands should be? It should be normal. It should be very, very comfortable, okay? We're not going to get into a tournament stance. Fighters, take your position. Okay, no, that's not what we're doing, okay? We want to work, when attacks come, they come very, very quickly. I don't care if you're standing like this, the attacks come very, very quickly when they come, all right? So when that occurs, you must be able to explode. You must have this fast twitch muscle fiber that just explodes. Now here's how you do it, okay, when you train. Take a comfortable position. Take the palms of your hand, put them on the front of your thighs, okay? And just bring your hands up. Kind of look like a chipmunk a little bit. Just bring your hands up and place your foot forward a little bit, okay? And that's your hand position, okay? Once again, here, here, not here, not here, right in front. Put your hands right here, bring your hands up, and just turn a little bit. Take this hip, put it forward just a tiny little bit, okay? Put your chin down. And this is your position right here. Not out here, right here. And now, you want to start working in a mirror, looking into a mirror, and just working this technique here. You notice the hands are open. You don't want to close your hands. You don't want these muscle fibers tight. Keep the hands open and work. Now watch this hand, watch my right hand as I'm working, because as I'm hitting, the hand closes. Open, nice and loose, close, close. When you work on the bag, you'll know when to close the hand. Okay? This will take a little bit of time. Looks easy. It'll take a little bit of time. Notice the left hand. When you're hitting, you take both hands with you. All of the muscles that I've been talking about come into play. Everything begins and ends at the same time. At the same time. Not here, then here. Or here, torque, then the hand. No, same time. All the talking, same time. Is this hand here? Make sure you keep your hands together. How do you acquire fast hands? You want people to say to you, boy, you've got fast hands. How did you get those hands so fast? They weren't like that before. All right. How you do it is you take shortcuts. You erase all of the garbage. Here's some garbage. Watch this hand. On the power punching. 1. See it go? Stay at home. 1. Stay at home. So now you've got both hands almost together, okay? See? Almost together. Watch it again. From here, almost together. This is a bad one. Watch it. See it? And many, many people will do this. You've seen them, right? You've seen them in tournaments. You've seen them probably in your own dojo. Okay? Watch it again. The hand will fly. Centrifugal force. This limb wants to take off. It wants to take off. What in heaven's name are you going to do with this one? Put it in your pocket? Bring it back over here. Stay at home. All right? From here. Take this hand with you. Almost as if you were pushing with both hands. Right here. These are body shots. Deltoid is down, back. This cheek will be very, very tight on impact. Okay? In order to get all of the muscles back here into the blow right here, you've got to take both hands with you. The hands together must be at the same time. Okay? The elbows are coming in at the same time. This is where you get speed of hands and also that extreme hitting power. Okay? Let me turn it around here a little bit. This is my best side, by the way. Okay, from here, what I want to show you now is the disappearance of the elbow. Okay? So you take a look at my elbow. You'll see it in the beginning, and then hopefully it'll disappear. I'll see if I can do a bad one. Okay, I can do bad ones. All right? This, of course, is not very good. All right? We're out here a little bit more. All right, so for power, what you want to do is you want to get the elbow. You can see the elbow here, just sitting down by your side. It just sits here. It's no big mystical position. It's just comfortable. Your hands are here, and it's comfortable. You put them up on an imaginary shelf. Okay? So we'll put them on an imaginary shelf, and very, very slowly, watching the torque here, it disappears. Okay? A little bit quicker. And quicker. It's kind of like a sneeze. You know when you sneeze, everything explodes at the same time. And that's what your body does. It just explodes from ground level outward. Okay? Now, the elbow disappears. And if I hold it right there and just turn around, that's where it is, right here. Again, from the front, here. I'm going to turn around. Again. Now, these are body shots. These are hitting to the body. Okay? We're going to take that same motion, and we're going to work to the head. Now, this is, boxers would call this shadow boxing. And you have to do this in order to be a good infighter. You just can't go to the heavy bag and start banging on it. You can't go with a partner and start banging on that partner. Okay? We're not talking about sparring. Once again, remember that. We're not sparring. We are not exchanging techniques. I am being attacked. I want to get rid of this attacker right away. I don't want to fight with this attacker. I don't want to roll around with this attacker. I want to get rid of him. I want to cause as much devastation as possible so that I can get away safely. Okay? If I get this attacker thinking or worrying about his pain, then maybe he won't hurt me. Okay. So, head shots. Where am I going to go? How about this hand here? My hand is right here, so I can go up top. But if my hand is over here, what am I going to do, wave at him? I want to stay right here. 1. Now, see where my hands are? Close. Here's the body shot here. Here's the head shot here. The hand does not have to extend. It can go from right here because I've got the deltoid down, I've got the pecs down, I've got the traps and latissimus down. I've got the big one down. Now from here, we just hook it up on top and we rip it back. When I work on the punching pads, I'll show you how to do that in a minute too. Okay, one more time, and then I'll bring my partner in here. 1, body, here comes the head, top. Torquing 1, rolling 2. Looks easy. 1, 2. Let's go to the old familiar heavy bag. Every dojo in the world has a heavy bag. Heavy bag work is very, very important in all aspects of your martial arts training. And it really plays a big role in infighting. In order to use the bag properly, you must first understand the body mechanics. You must understand where your power lies. You don't want to be standing back here and just hitting the bag. All right? We'll get to some kicks a little bit later. All right? There are kicks in infighting, by the way. we'll show you that as the video rolls along here. Let's take a look at the closeness of this. Now, what I want you to do when you go back to your dojo is I want you to take this in segments, layers, distances. All right, start back at a comfortable distance. Comfortable, whatever that is for you, comfortable distance. Hopefully it's not this distance. This is not infighting. This is across the street. So when you use the heavy bag, just reach out and touch it, okay, like this. But even this distance is far away. This distance, the distance between the bag and me is a long distance because, as you can see, I have to extend my hand in order to touch it, okay? So a comfortable distance would be in here where your hands can touch the bag but not extend. You see, I can't extend. If I extend my hand, I'm going to push the bag, all right? Start at this distance. As you get better and better at understanding the body mechanics of explosive infighting, then you can move in and move in and move in to the point where the bag is you're actually touching the bag with your face. And the bag is actually touching the body, your chest. Okay? That is close. That is close. That is phone booth power. Okay? So we're going to have to take this now. We're going to have to back up because I don't want you to start from here. I want you to start from here. Okay? Right from here. Reach. Your hand is extended. Put your hands here. Bring your hands up. Okay, let me show you from the front. Put your hands here. Bring your hands up. Turn around over here. All right? Put your hands in this position. The fingers, can you see this? How about over here? All right, right here. Your fingers are actually touching the bag now, okay? Now what I want you to do is when your fingers touch the bag, just back off that bag a little bit so your fingers are about an inch from the bag. About an inch from the bag, okay? And then from there, I want you to very slowly, watch how slowly I do this, touch the bag. Remember now, we've got to walk before we can run here. Touch the bag. Let me turn around front and go back to the beginning. Remember what I told you about repetition? From here, the hands stay open, coming inside, close the hand when you hit. We are going to be hitting with open hands, but not yet. That's coming in a little while. Close the hand. Watch this hand here. It's loose. Everything is loose. Nothing tight. Nothing tight, loose. Working here, talking, closing, just prior to impact. Just before impact. Okay? Just before impact. A little turn like you're turning a doorknob. turn, twist, twist. And as you twist, the torque occurs. Everything starting and ending at the same time, the explosion. Starting at the same time, ending at the same time. And hit, and hit, and hit. Looks easy, right? Simple. This infighting stuff is simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. But, let me tell you something. I am a long distance from this bag. Now you're saying, what are you talking about? You're close. No, I'm not. This is not infighting. This is a prelude to infighting. Okay? We're just kind of I am in center field here. What I want to do is get to home plate. So just keep working, keep working, keep working. My other hand is going to hit also. And we're going to be using body shot. These are hitting, we're hitting to the body now. We're going to be working to the head in a minute. I have a little device that I've rigged up here that you're just going to love. And you can do it. You can borrow it and bring it to your dojo. I don't mind. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now, as you get going and you start to understand it a little bit better, you want to creep in a little bit more. So I'm going to go in a little bit more. Now, right now, we're at the farthest extent of our infighting training. You're really, really, really close. All right? Now you're going to be working with this bag. As you know, the bag doesn't hit back. So you don't have to worry about getting hurt. This guy here won't hit you. He's paid his tuition, no problem. Okay, from here, 1, 1, 1. Let's start hitting with a little bit power. From right here. My hand is actually, my fingers are actually touching the bag. How close can you get? That's pretty close, when your fingers are actually on the bag. And we're going to work it this way. Okay, my other hand is over here. We'll just, this is also on the bag. Can you see it over here? This hand, my fingernails, my fingers are actually touching the bag on this side, and this fingernails, my fingers are touching the bag on this side. All right? Now, from here, the hand just turns. But look at this part here. We are not extending. The only time we are extending, actually we never extend, but we're going to be pushing it through. The body is pushing it through. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make contact. We're going to have some impact here, some heavy, heavy impact, explosive impact, and then we're going to spend time on target. Time on target, which means the hand is going to hit and penetrate into the bag. The bag in this instance, or the body, the reality. The reality. Okay, so here we go. From here, 1, 2. We bring it back. Okay? It's not even a 1. You've heard of the 1-inch punch? Or maybe you haven't heard of the 1-inch punch. But I'm telling you, there's a 1-inch punch. This is not a 1-inch punch. This is a 0 punch, because my hand is actually on the bag. Your hand can actually be on the attacker's body and make contact. All right? Now, you must have this torquing motion here. And then from here, you penetrate through. What penetrates? All the huge muscles in your back, your lats, your rear end, your legs, everything powers that punch through. So, again, from here, 1, 2, 3. These are hitting pretty good. These are hitting pretty strong. This concoction that I have here is a medicine ball. It's a medicine ball inside of an old Army duffel bag. This is Glenn Marshall, one of my black belts. He's just going to hang on to this thing so it doesn't fly away. This is a very good little gadget that we've rigged up here so that we can work the body and then we can go upstairs to the head. All right? This guy is about 6'3", I think. All right? So we're going to do the same body shot, and then we're going to see how our hand can travel from the body to the head. And I'll be working with Glenn here so that you can see it. You can see it on the human body as well. All right? Let me get into this position here. That's it. This is a good position right here. All right. The whole secret of infighting is not to remove your hands from the body. For instance, you see? No good. Although this bag won't hit me, he might. One, no good. That's in the movies, okay? We want to stay on target. We want to keep the hands on target. That's where you develop not only powerful punches, powerful hitting, explosive hitting, but very, very fast hands. Your hands move very, very fast. Or your arms, because we're going to be using other parts of the arms in a little while here. So, to recap. One, now I'm going to keep this hand right here. All I'm going to do is rotate. My knuckles are actually rubbing along the bag as I go upstairs here. One is my other hand, torquing right up to the top, and hitting up here. One, torquing here, and hitting up here. Boy, he's tall, isn't he? Okay, so here we go again. 1, 2. Not 1, 2. Okay? Stay inside that phone booth. Stay in here. 1, 2. Get over there. Touching. 1, 2. Watch the path of the hand. I'll do it slow again. Slow, 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 slow. I'm going to stop it here. See my both hands? I got both hands here. Again, bring it down. 1. Traveling right up. Torquing here. Making contact here. Making contact around over here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. You can also work straight head shots, okay? So without working the body and the head, medicine balls are good. Get yourself some medicine balls. They're great, okay? They're not only good for the abdomen, but they're very, very good to hit. Yeah, I'll be showing you some elbow strikes and things later on using the medicine ball. But you can take this medicine ball just like this and just work some shots in here. There's another bag I'm going to be hanging that will show you these shots. You would call it an uppercut. I call it very, very close explosive infighting, where the hands just rip up inside the body, not from out here. So you can work the head, get your medicine ball, put it up top, work real close, touch the bag, and just work up in here. Left hand, right hand, left hand. So we're working here, here. Here's my other hand, here. Here's the other hand, here. You notice the hands are no more than 6 or 7 inches apart here, working here. Here's my other hand, here. Here I am again, here, here. Everything comes back. Nothing is out here. Everything is in here. Right, left, right, left. This is a bag with arms and legs. What I want to show you now is some accuracy of the infighting technique. My style of infighting is devoted to one thing: cause as much destruction as possible, as quickly as you can. Because you must be released from that confrontation. This attacker is trying to hurt you, or worse, you want to get away. If you can take this attacker and make this attacker not want to be there, then your chances of survival are better. Much better. When you make this attacker think of the pain he is now in, he would rather be someplace else. He would rather only want this pain to stop. There are easier victims out there. I don't need this particular guy. See, now that's a good thought to get into his mind. And that's my philosophy about infighting. Do it fast, explode with devastating power, cause a lot of destruction, and get out of there. You got to go to work the next day. Get out of there. Okay? And that's what we're talking about here. So, enough talk. Let's work the human body. Let's look at the areas of the human body to hit. Number one, let's turn a little bit this way here. This area here, if you hit him down in the belly, you're just going to get his attention, make him upset. You don't want to upset him. He's trying to hurt you, as it is. All right? So you want to stay away from the belly. We'll get into the groin, and we'll get into these other things later. Right now, we're going to work on the... I was reading your mind, see, because you saw the groin, you want to hit to the ground. We're going to do that. This area here, just below the nipple, is an area here, the diaphragm. It's about as wide as your hand. Okay? This is the area that we're going to concentrate on when we do our body shots, when we hit to the body. We're going to take these shots, we're going to go through about 4 or 5 different arcs. Nothing is going to be in a straight line because we're talking. So everything is going to be arc. Not big circles, very tight arcs. An arc, like a banana or a boomerang, an arc. Okay? So we're going to be working 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 different arcs up to the head. Starting here, 2, 3, and then 4 is way back near the ear or behind the ear. Anything next to the ear. You're going to hear me talk about the ear a lot because anything up on the ear will stop this person. Stop him fast. Okay? So we're going to be working in here. Now his arms are down by his side. This is not a realistic situation. But first, what you want to do in your dojo is you and your dojo mate get together. One of you will be the mannequin, the other one will work, and then you can switch off. So what I want to do is I want to get close to Glenn here, and I want to try to let, and Glenn's very big, okay? You can get in your dojo different sizes. People your height, shorter than you, taller than you, work around that way. And everything is relevant. So when you